And we're back with the next one in release order. The Haunting of Castle Malloy, which will hopefully be better than the clusterfuck. Okay, so I have played this game before and beaten it, but I think that was over a year ago now. So be playing relatively fresh. So you can see here we have memorabilia, the fucking pyramid. Um, yeah, this is a scrapbook. So these are all in release order. Uh, so what's
As
new?
always, your mission is to solve the mystery by stepping into my shoes
Hmm.
and deciding my every move.
Got
In
an
this game,
inventory
you're going to find
screen.
several.
Oops. Inventory screen. Uh, coin purse. You get hints from the fortune teller machine, but you have to pay for them. Uh,
To get from one place to another in the game,
do do
just move
do.
your cursor around. I always use my magnifying glass to see what's in your. I keep reminders to myself and my the gear I questionings before you.
Okay, so nothing really new, other than you're going to have coins, some kind of currency that you have to use. Okay, so
When Kyler Mallory called me from her home in London and asked me to be her maid of honor, I was a little reluctant. After all, I hadn't seen her since she stayed with us as an exchange student a couple of years ago. But when she told me the wedding is going to take place at an old family castle in Ireland, how could I say no? The wedding will be very small, but Kyler still needs help with all the final preparations, which means she'd like me to arrive several days early. So I'm going to fly to Dublin, rent a car, and meet Kyler at Castle Malloy. She warned me that the place is somewhat in need of repairs, whatever that means. And unfortunately, by the time I get there, it'll be night. But I've never been to Ireland before, and I've never even seen a real honest-to-goodness castle, let alone stayed in one. So the fact that it may be dark and run down just makes it more of an adventure. And you know me, whenever the question is who wants to go on an adventure, my answer is always, I do.
yeah. Also, she has to get certified to drive on the left side of the road. I'm not sure if they let teenagers from America just drive because it's opposite. Anyway, Junior for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, do we know exactly where she lives? Like, is she just like general middle America?
Preparation for our landing. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
So your
Still.
plane was on time, your luggage arrived, your rental car was waiting, everything went
Mm-hmm.
without a hitch?
Yep, and according to Kyler's directions, I'm within 2 kilometers of Castle Malloy. Now stop worrying about me and get over to the Dun Hills. What time is it there?
Around 2. The party just started. It's gonna go all day, so I've got plenty of time. Are you driving?
Yes, Ned, I'm talking on my cell phone while I'm driving, but it's okay. There's absolutely no traffic. And I think I see the gates. I gotta go. Say hi to the Dun Hills for me and have fun.
Without you? Yeah, right. Take care, Nancy.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no! What was that?
Uh-huh. Hello. Accurate representation of Ireland. They just wander. Ooh, a puzzle. I love puzzles. Uh, didn't just get attacked. No problems here. Mm. Hmm. I'll figure this out. Hang on. Hold on. I've almost got it, I think. Maybe. No, I don't. I think this might use the empty space. Maybe. Hmm.
It looks like a piece
Aha!
is missing.
Yes. So you can look at the other one for comparison. Uh-huh. Alright. Hello? Oh, well, okay. Creaky.
Oh, hello. I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here for the wedding.
The wedding's been called off, so go on back to where you come from.
No, wait, please. My car's in the ditch by the gate. I can't go anywhere.
Walk down the road to the inn then. Give me your keys and I'll see to your car in the morning.
I left the keys in the car. Can I at least talk to Kyler?
She's sleeping.
No, wait. I came all the way from the States.
You cannot stay here. Go to the inn, I said. Now off with you.
Please, can I come in just for a minute? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Hello? Hello?
We'll just be annoying.
Hello?
Foolproof.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Also, apparently she didn't bring her cell phone with her. No, did not appear to bring her cell phone with her.
Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Nope, I'm just gonna be obnoxious.
Kyler? Are you in there? Hello? Hello? Could you come to the door, please?
We'll see if this does anything. It
Hello?
probably won't.
Anyone there? Hello? Please, come to the door. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Alright, I guess we're not supposed to. Fine. Oh, I see. Boop. Nope. There we go.
Oh.
Deaf are you now? I told you you cannot be staying here.
Joel, what are you doing? That's Nancy Drew, my maid of honor. Let her in.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's disappeared? How can somebody you came all the way out here with to marry just disappear?
He hasn't disappeared for good. You have to understand, Matt's a bit of a prankster, and the wedding is still days away.
He disappeared as a prank?
He adores getting people in a tizzy. I do think he's pushing the envelope this time, but he'll show up. Mind you, it may not be till I've started down the aisle, but he'll show, saying he just wanted to make this a wedding no one shall ever forget.
Uh-huh.
Why did that man at the door tell me the wedding was off?
That was the caretaker, Donald Delaney. Not Donald, mind you. There's no D at the end, so it's pronounced Donal. That's the way you're supposed to spell it, which is to say that's the way the Irish spell it.
Proud of his heritage, huh?
Indeed. Which would be tolerable if his love for the Irish wasn't accompanied by an abiding distaste for the British. Now, he rather likes me, but that's only because he considers me to be Irish, since I'm directly related to the man who used to own this place. When it comes to my British fiancé, Donald detests him, which is why he was so quick to tell you the wedding's off. He wants it to be off. He came right out and said, if I am to be married in Castle Mallory, it simply must be to an Irishman. Said my marrying a Brit would upset the fairy people, or whatever he calls them.
Do you have any idea where Matt disappeared to?
No, but I know he didn't go far. The fact is, sometimes I hear him. You know, his voice. It's very faint and muffled, but it sounds like he's calling to me, saying things I can't quite make out. Teasing me, the lout. So I know he's somewhere close by. He'll be here for the wedding. I'd stake my life on it. Of course, I remember well your penchant for solving mysteries. So if you want to give this one a go, by all means do. You could start in the nursery. It's down the hall. That's where Matt had set up his cot and was spending most of his time. Find him, Nancy. Having my maid of honor ruin this silly vanishing trick of his would teach him a lesson he sorely needs.
I wouldn't be marrying someone who. Okay. Also, it's a bit weird that someone who she doesn't seem to be very close to is her maid of honor. Just saying.
Someone ran out in front of my car on my way here and caused me to drive into a ditch.
Are you all right?
Me, I'm fine. My car and my cell phone, not so good. And I'm pretty sure whomever I saw dropped this. Looks like some kind of homemade doll.
The clothes. It looks like Matt. And that's his ring. What did the person who dropped this look like?
I didn't really get a good look. It was dark and I was distracted and it moved so fast. Frankly, I'm not even sure if what I saw was a person.
Denal, the caretaker. When we realized Matt was gone, straight away Denal claimed Matt had been kidnapped by fairies, which is of course utterly ridiculous. It was probably Matt himself you saw, tricked out in some costume and leaving that doll behind just to confound us. Well, I do hope he's enjoying himself, because as soon as we're married, that will be that. No more practical jokes. Ever.
Sure. Yeah, people totally change after they get married.
Does it bother you to be here all by yourself?
Actually, Matt's best friend Kit Foley is here too. He set up a cot in the Great Hall downstairs.
Is he from London too?
He lives in London now, yes, but both his parents are Irish. You could practically hear Denal's ears perk up when he heard that.
Where does Mr. Delaney live?
All I know is he comes at dawn and leaves at sunset. I can't fathom what he does all day, but he always seems to be puttering away at something. When he's not working, he spends most of his time down the road at the Screaming Banshee Inn.
Who pays him?
My grandfather's estate. Apparently, Grandpapa considered Denal to be as much a part of Castle Malloy as those mouldy old tapestries you see everywhere. I should let him go. All he ever talks about are banshees and fairies and leprechauns. And he can be quite obstinate, as you saw at the door. But if Grandpapa saw fit to put up with him all those years, I suppose I can too.
When you said you sometimes hear Matt, where are you when that happens? In here?
In here, in the nursery, sometimes outside. His voice is always very muffled and very, very faint, so I can never tell where it's coming from or what he's saying. But it's Matt, I'm sure of it.
And you've looked all over for him?
When it became apparent he was missing, we searched everywhere, for hours. We were afraid he'd gone wading and drowned or something, or wandered into the bog, or gotten lost out on the moor. But we found no footprints, no clothes lying around, nothing. So when I heard his voice, it dawned on me he was playing one of his outlandish pranks. I was furious with him, but truth be told, it was also a bit of a relief.
What are you doing in here, if you don't mind my asking?
Reading. About myself, in a way. You see, until my grandpapa died and left me this place, not only did I have no idea that this castle existed, but I had no idea my real name was not Mallory, but Malloy. Apparently, Grandpapa changed his name 50 years ago, so no one would find out he was Irish.
Why didn't he want people to find out he was Irish?
I think it had something to do with his brother, Brendan, the man who owned this place and was living here when it exploded during World War II. He was rumored to have been a double agent, supposedly doing top-secret research for the Allies, but in truth passing his findings onto the Axis. Not exactly a brother you want people to know about.
If the rumors were true.
Anyway, ever since I found out I'm a Malloy, I can't stop reading about Ireland. So many different people have populated this country at one time or another. The Celts, the Druids, the Gaels. It's all quite fascinating.
All these books were Brendan's?
I can't be certain, but I assume so. He was quite the inventor, I do know that. Everything that remains in this place seems as if it's been tinkered with. Even his daughter's dollhouse, of all things.
I'd better get to work.
The 5 months I spent living with you, your dad, and Hannah. And Togo, of course. That was a very happy time for me, Nancy. I can't tell you how thrilled I am you're here.
I get to see you again, and I get to see Ireland? I'm the one who's thrilled, believe me. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm your maid of honor, remember?
I haven't forgotten.
All right. So she's going to be there. And we have an inventor, which... Oh, we got a book. Which means secret passages and contraptions and clues, and it is all very delightful. Okay, is that the only thing we got from there? Oh, bright light. Oh, was it winter, spring? Okay, Him, air, Okay, noted. I think that horse does something later. I can't remember. Oh. Eh? Eh? Urn? Urn of... That has an eyeball on it? What does the urn do? Okay. Ah, yes. This bullshit. I forget how this goes. Huh? No. Oh. 2. I don't see a 3. Does this snap any... Oh. Oh. That does things. Eh? No? Sort of. I feel like we might find some weirdo doodads around. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay. Some sort of astrolabe. Contraption. Anything else? Can I look through the... Nope. Chains, always good. Creepy suits of armor, excellent. Door. Ah, yes. Ah.
I probably should.
It's this child's game. And I forget how to do it exactly. Hmm. Or wait, do we do it? No. Something, maybe, sort of like that. Hold on, I'll figure it out. Aha!
This'll come in handy.
Okay. I have a lamp. Any more books? Scales. Oh lord. Oh no. Convert binary to oh no. Are we doing binary again? Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, that's for later, I think. Anything in the drawers? Yes, can I have this? Fine. Okay, yeah, so we'll come back to that. Binary stuff with mercury, I don't even know. Alchemy. That's what that's about. Mysterious door.
Whoa, that would have been quite a fall.
Oh, right, it blew up. Never mind. Out this door. That's their suitcases. Alright. The headless. This is the nursery. Give me that! No, mine, 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 shoo, mine. That is a magpie. An actual, honest-to-goodness magpie. Alright. I think there's a passage through this fireplace, if I recall correctly. I forget how we get in there. Evil returns to the evildoer. See not what you see, and hear not what you hear. Anyway. Truth speaks even though the tongue were dead. Okay. We don't have the password for that yet. Ah! So we have to have all the dolls and then put them where they're supposed to be. But we do not have all the dolls yet. Okay. Don't know. Oh. Yes, yes. Hold on. A silent mouth is sweet to hear. Nope. Oh. Oh no. Left to move me up and down, right to circle round and round. Okay. Oh, and we can move them. Oh no. Well, so he needs a green butt. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 green butts. It has to be one of those. So if it's that one... Nope. Nope. Is there a limiter? No, not really. They all kind of have equal amounts. This one's very populous, though. What's the least populous? Blue. Blue heads 1, 2, 3 of those. And green butts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So let's try blue heads first. Purple butts I think we have a lot of. Okay. No. No. So no. No. Hmm. Almost. So many weasels. I'm not sure if there's a logical way to go about this or not. It almost fits. Sort of. Because this one's locked. Hmm. This might just have been a lot of guesswork at the time. Almost. By almost, I mean not at all. Hmm. So there's only 3 blue heads, so we're sort of limited by that, right? That's our most limited resource. Not that. Purple butt. Purple butts. But there's 3 on our heads. That almost works. Green butt. No. Ah! A cog. Good. Alright, can we look into anything about that? No. There wasn't anything over here that I missed, was there? I don't think so. Okay, let's look around at the rest of the place. So there's up. Giant hole.
I don't think I can jump that far.
Oh. Fine. Oh. Is that it? Okay.
Hi, you must be Nancy Drew. I'm Kit Foley. Ignore the eye if you can. Walked into a door the other day. Looks worse than it feels. I'm a bit surprised you're still here, given the circumstances.
Sure, a door. People get black eyes from doors all the time.
I was going to say the same about you.
I'm not about to leave Kyler here by herself. Until she comes to her senses, I'm staying put.
What do you mean, comes to her senses?
Matt isn't playing a practical joke, and he hasn't been kidnapped by fairies. He got cold feet and left. It's as simple as that.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Well, Matt didn't come out and tell me he was leaving. But hey, I am his best friend. I know him better than anybody. I mean, he loves Kyler, but she can be a handful. And he's no pushover either. Their relationship is so tempestuous, it scares him. She thinks once he makes a real commitment, everything will be fine. But he's not so sure. So he bailed.
Without saying anything to her?
I'm sure he'll contact her in another day or two. In the meantime,
Uh-huh.
she's in a raging state of denial, and I, for one, don't see any harm in allowing her to stay that way. I seriously doubt he walked out on her for good. It's just that for Matt, marriage is way too much, way too soon.
Uh-huh.
How come you sound so American?
Because I am American. My father's VP of International Sales for Krollmeister Incorporated. The company transferred him to London 15 years ago. I've pretty much lived there ever since. I just can't seem to pick up the accent.
Huh.
When or how did you realize that Matt had disappeared?
Kyler and I went for a walk, came back, and the next thing I knew, Kyler was saying Matt was nowhere to be found.
Where did you last see him?
In the nursery. He always seemed to be in the nursery fiddling with things. Whenever I'd tease him about it, he'd always give me this impish little grin like he was up to something. When I checked the nursery and saw that Matt's suitcase and backpack were gone, it finally dawned on me that he had left and he wasn't coming back. Of course, by that time, Kyler had convinced herself that he was simply playing one of his practical jokes, and I couldn't bring myself to burst her bubble, so I didn't.
It looks like you're drawing something. Are you an artist?
Me? Not hardly. I'm with a real estate development company. These are just preliminary sketches for a couple of projects we're working on. In other words, I'm doing homework.
Residential real estate or commercial?
Mostly residential. And let me tell you, we'd have a field day with attractive land like the one this castle sits on. Ocean view, Easy commute to Donegal, bedrock foundation, readily accessible groundwater. That bog's a bit problematic, but a little sand, a little gravel, a little landscaping, voila! A cluster of 6, maybe 8 luxury homes amid a park-like setting that would sell like lightning.
Time for me to
Uh-huh.
scoot.
See ya.
Yep. Sure.
I can't just go snooping around, not with Kit right there.
Oh, fine. We'll snoop later. Ah, yes. Anything else? Or is it just that? I mean, it is very picturesque, location for your wedding.
I shouldn't go messing with this without permission.
I think we have to print things. Oh, hi. Later. Okay. Anything in the recycle? No? Okay. I think we have to print invitations or something later to help out. Something like that. Ah, yes, the hit machine. Yeah, don't need that right now. Let's go wandering outside in the dark. Perfect. Ooh.
Where are those lights in the tower coming from?
Neat. Okay. So did that, did that, did that, did that, did that. Hole in the glass. Sorry. Alright. Let's go wandering around in the dark. That's where it blew up from World War II experiments. I forget what's in here. Oh.
Wonder what that crow's doing in there.
Pretty sure it's a magpie, not a crow, honey. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. I don't think we have the code right now. Huh. His vows that he was working on. Okay. Just wandering around in the dark. Save. I guess the missing stairs, we could have died right there. Oh well. Could do anything about that? Don't think so. A circle? Neat. I don't see anything we can do about that right now. That's a cliff. Cliffs are very bad. That's the well. Just, that's the bog, I think. Actually, I think we have to, like, get flowers eventually.
What is that?
Can we go?
I'm not sure I can get over there without falling in.
Alright, in a bit. Okay. And there's this pathway. I think that's water. So probably death. Yeah. Oh, a bridge. Little path over here to a wall. Oh dear. I'm not sure we have the code for this yet. That's something else. That's something else. Okay. We're just discovering the location of all the puzzles right now. Can't go that way. Uh-huh. Oh, we have to use the bridge. Okay. Do, 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 do. At least we have a flashlight now. Okay. So I think we gotta go to the town now to start picking up some more clues. Can we? Yeah. Huh. The telephone. The leprechaun telephones are, I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay. What? Oh, it's a good. It's a different freaking ringtone.
Hello?
Hi, Ned, it's me.
Hey, Nancy. How come you're not calling from your cell phone?
Well, let's just say you were right about driving and using my cell phone. Sort of.
You were in a car accident?
Yeah, but you heard me hang up, so I wasn't really talking on the phone. I just had it in my hand. Even though I did wind up in a ditch. I'm fine, but the rental car and my cell phone are pretty much history.
You drove into a ditch?
Something that kind of looked like a woman and kind of didn't ran across the road right in front of me. I had to swerve to miss her, or it, or whatever.
What do you mean it kinda looked like a woman?
It had all this long, wild hair, and it was wearing something flowing, like a dress or a robe. But its face, it just didn't look human.
Here we go again. You're in Ireland, not 2 hours, and what happened?
A mystery falls into my lap. A harmless mystery. Don't worry, Ned. I'm
You're fine. Right.
Did I mention that Matt Simmons, the guy Kyler came here to marry, is missing?
The groom is missing?
She thinks he's just playing a practical joke.
Wait a minute. You and Kyler are there by yourselves?
No, Matt's best friend is here too. So's the caretaker, Mr. Delaney.
This guy Matt thinks disappearing less than a week before his wedding is funny? I'm no expert on marriage or anything, but I don't think that's a good sign.
Kit Foley, Matt the groom's best friend, has a black eye, which he says is because he walked into a door.
When a guy says that, it usually means he walked into some other guy's fist.
If that's true, that means Kit is lying, which makes Matt's sudden disappearance even more disturbing.
It'd make me wonder, that's for sure.
Every once in a while, I hear this weird wailing sound, but I can't tell where it's coming from.
Has anyone else around there heard it?
I don't want to say anything to Kyler about it because I'm afraid it'll freak her out. And I'm not sure I trust anything Mr. Black Eye has to say.
What about the caretaker?
Haven't asked him.
He must spend a lot of time around there, you know, caretaking, so
I think this will lead to a
if anyone has heard
hit.
anything weird, I should think it would be him.
That's it for now.
Just be careful over there.
I will. Talk to you soon.
I don't know that we need to call Bess yet. Hi.
So, you're not so keen on staying at the castle after all, then?
I'm staying there. I just wanted to talk to you.
Come to me for a bit of aid and advice, did you? Well, I've got none to give. Not till I got the day's troubles behind me and a crow's nest in front of me.
Huh?
The mix maid suddenly took ill, leaving poor Seamus on his own, running back and forth, trying to mix and serve at the same time. I ordered soon as I walked in, yet here I sit, dying of thirst. I'll do no talking till I get me crow's nest, and there's the sorry truth of the matter. But now, were some spry and spunky lass to lend poor Seamus a hand by taking over the mixing for a while, that would surely speed the plough.
Sounds good to me. I'll see to it you get your crows whatever, ASAP.
Oh.
Gonna play mix maid for a while, are ya? Well, here's what you're to do. I'll take the orders and put the tickets up here. Each ticket will
I'm
have
having
no more than
flashbacks.
2 drinks on it. And to
Having
save time,
flashbacks.
I draw little pictures instead of writing out their names. The mixing book will tell ya which little picture stands for what drink. It'll also tell ya what's in each drink and how to make each drink. Now, to pour something, put the silver mixing glass under either the juice tap or the beer tap. Then, press whatever button the mixing book tells ya to press. The book will also tell you how many times to press it. If the drink needs blending, you'll see a picture of a blender at the top of the column in the book. You're to put the solid ingredients into the blender first, then pour whatever's in the mixing glass into the blender. Then press the red button, and when the blending's done, just reach under the counter and find the serving glass that's pictured in the book. Put the serving glass on the grey mat and pour everything from the blender into the serving glass. If the drink doesn't need blending, just find the right serving glass, put it on the grey mat, and pour everything you've poured into the mixing glass into the serving glass. Then add anything else the book tells you to add, put the serving glass on the tray to the right of the ticket it goes to, and start fixing the next drink. Soon as you've made all the drinks on a ticket, ring the bell and I'll serve 'em up. Just remember, if the orders start coming thick and fast and the tickets start piling up, you're to make the drinks on the ticket closest to the bell first. Now, you'll be making no mistakes, I'm sure. But if you do, just toss the glass into the rubbish bin down there to the right and start over. Mind you, lass, you must do the mixing fast and proper. The quicker you mix, the more tips you'll be keeping. To work with you now.
Oh, okay. Crow. Crow's nest. Okay. One of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these. And then pour that in there. And then ice. And then a lime. And that goes there. And then... Oh, just ginger beer, thank God. Okay. Oh, wait. I hope it's this one.
Another round completed.
Yay! Surely it would be easier to write them out. Surely. Okay, so... 1, 2... A strawberry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 scoops of ice cream. Eh. And that, and that, and then that. And then we do it again. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one of these. 2 of these. In there.
Ah, not a moment too soon.
And then crow's nest again. So one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. Having flashbacks. Ice. Thingy. Eh. Brown. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of that. And then this glass, I think.
Another round completed. All done and dusted, are ya?
Hey.
Thank you, miss. Take what's in the tip jar. And the next time you help out, you can keep the tips then as well.
5. I have 5
You
little
make
coins.
a mean crow's nest, girl. Well done. Now, I'm to tell you what happened to the Sassenach, am I?
I'm sorry, happened to the what?
The Sassenach. The Englishman. The one Kyler was supposed to be marrying. Well, what happened to him is this. The she took him. The good people whisked him straight off to their world, they did.
By the good people, you mean fairies?
You'll not be hearing me call him that. All of us have a name we prefer, and with them, the good people it is. So that's what I call him, and you'd be wise to do the same.
Can you prove that's what happened to him?
Can I prove it? Did you see him up there, lass? Does anyone see him now? Gone he is, vanished from the earth. The naught you see instead of him. There's your proof, girl.
Aha.
'Tis not the first time the good people have seen fit to meddle in the affairs of Castle Malloy. Caused the explosion they did.
Explosion?
Aye, the one that half destroyed the place. The man who lived there in 1944, Brendan Malloy was his name. He was a scientist, charged with making rocket fuel, people say. Only one summer night, something went terrible wrong. There was a flash, like 1,000 lightning bolts. Then a huge boom sent everything south of the library flying towards the sky. Brendan, his wife, Caitlin, used to own this place, she did. Aye, and their little girl, Fiona. All three were lost to the world forever when the place blew. But the blame lay not with Malloy. It was the good people. They'd taken a shine to Fiona, is why. And they knew that little girls, no matter how much they're adored by wee folk or mortals, sooner or later, all little girls grow up and grow old. The good people couldn't bear to see this happen to their beloved Fiona, so they made full sure it never did.
Sounds to me like the good people are actually just the opposite.
They have their ways, and we have ours, is all. That's just the way of things. Got plans for you, they do.
The fairies? The good people? What makes you say that?
I meant to pocket your car keys for safekeeping on my way over here, but I couldn't find 'em.
You mean my keys weren't in the car?
Aye, that's exactly my meaning. Taken they were. The good people want you to be staying.
Or hear me out. The guy making rocket fuel blew up. Maybe. Just maybe.
Do you dislike all Englishmen as much as you dislike Matt Simmons? Or is he special somehow?
I've little use for any Sassenach, but I took a disliking to this one soon as I laid eyes on him. Arrogant he was, cocky, disrespectful, foolish, always touching things he shouldn't, going places he didn't belong. Worse than a stray dog, that one was.
What about Kyler?
Aye, Kyler. She's different. She belongs here. It's in her blood. It's the reason she does naught but read up in the library. She'll not be leaving Ireland, mark my words. And if she winds up marrying Mr. Foley, all the better.
So Kit, you like?
Aye. He may talk like a Yank and live like a Brit, but there's Irish in the lad. I saw it right off. Little wonder he's in love with the girl. They'll make a fine pair.
Whoa, wait a minute. Kit's not in love with Kyler.
Blind, are you now? Loves her, he does indeed. He's all but wearing a sign saying so. He came to the wedding early to make sure there'd never be a wedding. Only the good people saw to that for him. Ah, the luck of the Irish.
The name of this place. Just what exactly is a banshee?
A woman, one of the good people, as alive as you and me, with wild hair almost as long as the tattered grey robe billowing up around her whenever she appears. Sometimes she takes on the form of a hooded crow, but it's the sound she makes, her terrible wailing, that strikes fear in the human heart. Because when a mortal hears the wail of a banshee, it means someone is about to die.
I saw someone with long hair and a grey robe outside the castle tonight.
Did you know?
It ran across the road in front of me. That's why my car's in the ditch.
Not till I was 54 did I see a banshee. To see one at your age, on your very first night in Ireland. A special lass you are indeed.
Do banshees ever leave things behind, like, say, little dolls?
Do not be mistaken banshees for Santa Claus now. A warning is all they leave behind about something that's coming and can't be stopped.
Sometimes I hear this strange kind of wailing sound when I'm in the castle. Have you ever heard it?
These ears don't work so well now. Even the pattern of rain is beginning to slip by 'em.
So he can't hear real well.
The situation being what it is, by my reckon, a banshee you heard.
I don't think so. This sounded more mechanical.
So, all of a sudden, you're an expert on banshees, are you then?
Well, no, but...
A banshee it was. How they know what they know, and why they do what they do, are mysteries far beyond mortal solution. But be assured, lass, Someone at Castle Malloy is doomed.
Doom.
Guess I'll go now.
Good night to you.
All right, we're about an hour, so I will pause it here and be right back.